I'm here to tell you about the most effective martial art. And so, here it is, man. The most effective martial art totally depends on context. Okay? Totally depends on context. So, the single most effective martial art is going to depend on its context, how it is used. All right? And that could be many different things. All right? Context is the key to something's effectiveness. Okay? And you have to know that. I mean, your context is basically the circumstances that form the setting of the event that your technique is in. All right? So you can have a whole lot of different variables that make up what your context is. Right? It could be something as simple as I'm 5'9", 145 pounds. My opponent is 6'2", 200 pounds. Right? That's a context. You know, he could have a weapon. I could have no weapon. We could be in a dojo. We could be on the street. We could be in a tournament. We could be in a different country. All right, so these are all different things that change what you're going to do. Okay, your setting changes the effectiveness of what you're going to do. All right, so context is a big thing. Now, when you have one martial art, you can think of a singular martial art was designed specifically to do one thing. Okay, so that martial art is good in its little box, in its context, right? It's one martial art. Now you have a couple of martial arts that will have be good in two or more type of situations or contexts, and those are more kind of hybrid martial arts, and they're very prominent. That's, you got to think, around the time of World War II, post World War II, there's a huge globalization, right, of a lot of different cultures and people, and so you have a lot of martial arts that have two, all right, two contexts or hybrids. Okay, I myself, I'm a hybrid. All right, in fact, most people in the United States and America, we are all hybrids. We're all made up of other things. Okay, I'm like 70% Irish and 20% Scottish and 8% English and 2% alcohol. All right, so I'm a mild beer. Yeah. Anyways, that's a hybrid. Okay, two. All right. Now, martial arts that have three or more are mixed martial arts. Okay, and those often result from the martial artist having a question that isn't answered by his martial art. So what he does is he goes to another martial art and be like, hey, these guys know all about this thing. I'm going to pull from that to answer my question, right? And then I'm going to pull from that and pull from that. And all of a sudden you have this massive mixed martial art, all right, that answers all these different questions that are outside of its context that it began with. Okay, so you have these things, and that's all well and good. It's just over time, what has happened is that sometimes the questions get lost, and you have nothing but just the answers, right? And you have people who are doing things for the sake of doing it. They don't know what they're doing. They don't know why they're doing it. They don't know, you know, why it was done in the first place. They don't know the context anymore. They just have the answers. Okay, and there's several different reasons for that. The thing that you have to understand is that the student really isn't responsible for that. All right, their instructor should know the context of the martial art. They should be able to tell the student the what, when, how, why, and where to use that martial art, where it is the most effective. Okay, that's the instructor's call, not the student. Okay, that's the instructor. So these kind of videos need to be made by somebody who has that mentality of, oh, I'm a teacher. I want to teach people stuff. I know these contexts because that is important, right, to the effectiveness of the martial art. Now,